Imagine stepping into the world of 2030, a mere decade from now, yet a universe away from what we know today, a place where the streets of New York shimmer under neon blue lights, skyscrapers pulse like living organisms, and fleets of self-driving trucks glide silently along highways while drones buzz overhead like mechanical bees. Imagine entering a grocery store and seeing not a single human cashier, only robotic arms scanning items and bagging groceries with surgical precision. Or sitting in a restaurant where a metal arm flips burgers, plates freshly cooked meals with perfect timing, and serves them to patrons staring mesmerized at holographic menus floating midair, feeling simultaneously thrilled and unnervingly alone. In this world, millions of Americans wake each day with the same haunting question echoing in their minds. Will AI take my job next? A question that is no longer a distant fear, no longer a science fiction nightmare, but a cold, present reality, reshaping industries faster than anyone could imagine. Over the past decade, artificial intelligence has done more than automate simple, repetitive tasks. It has learned to think, analyze, generate, create, and make decisions, taking over jobs in customer service, banking, data entry, content writing, graphic design, video editing, and even entry-level programming, while entire departments in companies across the USA shrink as AI tools operate faster, cheaper, and tirelessly without breaks, leaving millions scrambling to understand a world racing ahead without them, all while AI silently grows smarter, predicting, calculating, and adapting in ways humans struggle to keep pace with. But amidst this seemingly unstoppable tide, there exists a small, rare set of careers that experts believe will not just survive, but thrive. Because no machine, no matter how advanced, can replicate what it truly means to be human. And these 5 pillars of work will determine who prospers and who is left behind. First, human-centered creative leadership, a domain where imagination, emotion, empathy, and real human experience form the essence of success. AI can write stories, compose music, generate images, edit videos, and mimic creativity convincingly. Yet it cannot feel heartbreak, ambition, desire, or regret. It cannot understand the subtle pain of a struggling teenager in Chicago seeking guidance on YouTube, nor the longing of a mother in California listening to a motivational story at night, yearning for empathy, for connection, for someone who has lived and breathed the very human struggles she faces. Storytelling, filmmaking, brand strategy, idea creation, motivational content, these required the human soul, human intuition, human emotional intelligence. Companies may have access to infinite AI-generated content, yet they will desperately need human creative directors to discern which narratives resonate, which stories inspire, which messages touch hearts. Because creativity without human insight is hollow, a machine without a heartbeat. And in 2030, the value of a human storyteller, filmmaker, writer, or visionary thinker will be unparalleled. Second, AI specialists and human AI controllers. A paradoxical world where people don't compete with AI, but partner with it, guide it, manage it, and ensure it operates ethically. AI cannot self-regulate, cannot assess its own biases, cannot evaluate the social consequences of its decisions, and it cannot replace human supervision in ensuring safety, accuracy, and fairness. AI prompt engineers, automation designers, AI workflow architects, quality control supervisors, and AI safety specialists will dominate the labor market. As companies in 2030 will not hire workers for manual labor, they will hire humans who can instruct AI to perform labor. And those who master AI will rise above all others, while those who resist or fail to learn will vanish from relevance. A stark reminder that AI does not destroy humanity. It merely makes obsolete those who refuse to adapt. Mastering AI, understanding its nuances, controlling its capabilities, and harnessing it ethically will become the ultimate survival skill in the workforce. Third, healthcare, emotional care, and human wellness, a sector where the machines will assist but never replace the human heart. Hospitals may be filled with AI that diagnoses diseases instantly, analyzes X-rays and MRIs in seconds, predicts health risks with uncanny accuracy. Yet patients will still seek human connection, human touch, and human empathy. Doctors, nurses, therapists, counselors, social workers, these roles cannot be replicated by code or algorithm, because a child in pain does not need a cold diagnosis. A patient struggling with mental health does not need a chatbot response. A person facing grief or trauma does not need a robotic reassurance. Emotional healing, trust, compassion, the subtle nuances of listening and connecting, these are inherently human. And as stress, loneliness, anxiety, and depression surge in America by 2030, demand for mental health professionals, counselors, and wellness experts will soar to unprecedented levels. AI can assist, predict, recommend, but it cannot form the bonds that make a patient feel seen, understood, and valued, making healthcare and emotional wellness careers among the safest and most vital for the future. Fourth, skilled trades and real-world practical jobs. Hands-on work requiring dexterity, physical presence, adaptability, and real-world judgment. Plumbers, electricians, construction workers, mechanics, welders, HVAC technicians, and repair experts will remain irreplaceable. AI may design plans, predict outcomes, or simulate solutions, but it cannot climb a ladder to repair an electric line, cannot crawl under a sink to fix a burst pipe, cannot swing a hammer to build a house, or install HVAC systems in a freezing winter. These roles require improvisation, tactile skill, and on-the-spot decision-making that cannot be coded. And as office jobs continue to be automated, the demand and pay for skilled trades will only increase, making these jobs the foundation of society, the backbone ensuring that human civilization physically functions, grows, and survives in a world increasingly dominated by virtual and automated work. Fifth, human relationship, trust, and leadership roles. The careers that depend on influence, persuasion, negotiation, communication, and the irreplaceable value of human trust. AI can provide facts, process data, and execute strategies, but it cannot inspire courage, build confidence, foster belief, or motivate change. Business managers, teachers, consultants, mentors, sales professionals, public speakers, and community leaders will remain critical, because leadership is emotional, influence is emotional, and trust is emotional, and no algorithm can replicate the connection forged between humans when one guides, encourages, or uplifts another. Teams succeed not because of flawless instructions, but because of leaders who instill hope and direction. Children grow not because of data, but because someone believes in them. Struggling employees improve not because AI analyzes metrics, but because a human guides, corrects, and motivates them. These relationships will be the most future-proof careers in the AI age. So, what does this mean for you? The message is urgent, clear, and unavoidable. The future belongs not to those with degrees or diplomas, but to those with skills, creativity, emotional intelligence, adaptability, real-world mastery, and leadership. If you want to survive in 2030, if you want to stay relevant when AI permeates every industry, then you must commit to excelling in at least one of these 5 domains. Master creativity, master AI, master emotional intelligence, master practical skills, or master human leadership. Those who evolve will thrive. Those who resist will fall. AI will not destroy humanity. It will destroy the unprepared, the unwilling, the stagnant. The era of AI is not a distant tomorrow. It is here, reshaping reality, industries, economies, and personal destinies right now. And the only question that matters is whether you are ready to step forward, embrace change, and secure your place in a world where the human touch, human leadership, and human ingenuity will decide who succeeds and who is left behind. Are you ready to be among the survivors, the pioneers, the leaders of this adapt and lead will thrive, while everyone else will witness their world change from the inside out? Powerless to stop the tides of technology they refuse to ride. And that stark reality is your wake-up call, your blueprint, and your chance to claim a future that is yours and yours alone in an age where AI rules, but humanity decides who wins.